Hi, Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium, Bengaluru. Welcome to the new episode of The Sky This Week. In this episode, let us look at what bright objects that we can see in the upcoming night sky.
This being monsoon season, rarely we get opportunity to observe the celestial objects in the night sky. Therefore, we will observe such objects which are bright and easy to identify. Identifying the cardinal direction is very useful while stargazing. So, let us identify the directions using available stars in the night sky. These 7 stars, which are identified as Saptarishi Mandala, are Big Dipper, are part of Ursa Major constellation. Using these 2 stars, we can locate pole star or Polaris. This is cardinal north. Identifying and looking at altitude of pole star from horizon, we may be able to approximately know the latitude of the place of observation. This means pole star can be seen on horizon at places on Earth's equator, and pole star is seen in zenith at North Polar region. Now, let us turn towards northeast. Here, you can identify the 3 stars of summer triangle: Vega, Altair, and Deneb. In eastern sky, around 8 pm, you can see Jupiter and Saturn above the horizon. August 3rd is a special day as it is a full moon day. Full moon can be seen with these 2 planets. The view of these 3 bright objects should be a beautiful sight. In southern sky, you can identify 2 stars of Centaurus constellation, Alpha Centauri and Beta Centauri. Now, let us observe early morning sky. Around 4:30 am, towards north, you can see another set of 5 stars resembling letter M. This is constellation Cassiopeia. This can also be used to identify the pole star and cardinal north. Towards northeast, you can see Capella, the brightest star of Auriga constellation. Towards east, you can see Venus near Aldebaran in Taurus constellation. By the side of Taurus, you can see the most distinct and easily remembered constellation Orion, the hunter. Planet Mars can be seen in zenith. We have observed moon with respect to specific stars which are called Nitya Nakshatras. These Nitya Nakshatras form the basis of lunar calendar. With the help of 27 Nitya Nakshatras, day of lunar month is identified. Though it is periodic, it is observed that sometimes there is a variation in the position of moon with respect to these Nitya Nakshatras, because actually lunar month with respect to the stars is not just 27 days, but it is 27.33 days. This difference was noticed and suitable corrections were adopted in the lunar calendar. Now, to further enhance our understanding, let us also observe the phases of moon as we identify the position of moon on each night. On August 3rd, full moon can be seen in Capricornus. Today's Nitya Nakshatra is Shravana. Observe the position of this Nitya Nakshatra with respect to moon. This day being full moon day and Nitya Nakshatra being Shravana, this lunar month is named as Shravana. On August 4th, moon can be seen in Capricornus. Nitya Nakshatra of the day is Dhanishta. On August 5th, moon can be seen in Aquarius constellation and Nitya Nakshatra of the day is Shatabisha. On August 6th, moon can be seen in this part of Aquarius constellation and Nitya Nakshatra is Purva Bhadrapada. On August 7th, moon can be seen in Pisces constellation and Nitya Nakshatra is Uttara Bhadrapada. On August 8th, moon can be seen in this part of Pisces constellation along with Mars and Nitya Nakshatra is Revati. On August 9th, moon can be seen in this part of Pisces constellation and Nitya Nakshatra is Ashwini. Thank you.